Cranberries, they're packed full of health benefits, and well, this nice red fruit could have farmers seeing a lot more green when it comes to future crops.
Cranberries are really important for many, many different reasons, and I think many more than just Thanksgiving.
Cranberries are a source of vitamin C, commonly known to help fight urinary tract infections. Additionally, there is research connecting these red berries to regulating blood pressure, supporting good gut health, and even improving vision.
Eating fresh cranberries actually increases visual acuity. So it doesn't necessarily impact your entire brain health, but it actually improves certain aspects.
New research on wild cranberries has Salk scientists, including Todd Michael, clearly seeing a big purpose for this tiny fruit. Cranberries have been cultivated for over 200 years and thrive in cold weather climates. The cold season even leads to their deep red color. They thrive in wetland environments rich in acidic soil surrounded by green moss.
So cranberries grow naturally in bogs, and some places in the United States you can't grow anything else, but cranberries will grow in these bogs.
They are traditionally grown in Massachusetts, New Jersey, Washington, Oregon, and Canada, with Wisconsin taking the top spot for producing cranberries in the United States. But their production is under threat due to climate change.
Sometimes it might be fighting early frost, but it also might be that the rising temperature might make it too hot in the middle of the summer.
To address their vulnerability to environmental stressors like temperature and weather, scientists have crossbred wild and domesticated cranberries.
So to cross them, we just take the pollen from one and rub it on the flower of the other. And then that leads to the hybrid. So then we collect those seeds, and then we take those and plant them out.
The result is a new generation of cultivated cranberries that inherited genes that guard against temperature swings from their wild counterparts, making them more resilient. This response is hybrid vigor. The plant genetic response shows an increase in photosynthesis compared to the parent plants. This makes the hybrid more robust. The uptick in energy leads to faster growth, higher output, and even healthier plants. And when it comes to cranberries, this growing process can be taken a little further.
They will make berries that then are a backcross of that hybrid. And then we can take that population and we can look at the next generation, and they'll segregate all different sizes and colors. And that's when we start to see the resistance to new bugs and fungus.
Because heat leads to the threat of newer destructive pests with rising temperatures, and additional breeding could tackle the major issue of berry rot. The findings of this study could also go beyond cranberries. In fact, crop wild relative breeding is already being utilized across all major crops. Most of the corn that we eat is the more robust hybrid. These practices could be implemented using blueberries, a close relative to cranberries. And in the future, Todd also proposes flipping the focus.
Maybe the cultivated crops aren't even the best crops, so maybe there's crops in the future. Maybe the small cranberry is actually better, and maybe we can help people to grow it at their own home.
Now there's something to chew on. Studies like this show a broader strategy for breeding hardier plants and crops, which serve as a tool to combat future food insecurity as environmental pressures grow with our ever-changing climate. For News 8, I'm Chief Meteorologist Karlene Chavis.
And if you'd like to see more of our Earth 8 reports, you can stream them now on our CBS 8 app, download on your TV, and watch for free.